Well, hi everyone, and welcome to the Buffett and Beyond Saturday Stock Market Recap for May 9th, 2026. And remember, folks, if you want to walk on this beach like Jimmy Buffett used to do, you've got to learn how to invest even better than Warren Buffett does now. And, well, this week, yet another fantastic week as the semiconductors are now the top performing ETF year to date. Yep, they took over oil, they took over the energy ETFs, which were running at the top all year long. Now this ETF, and I'm talking about the semiconductor ETF, is up 62% so far this year, and money continues to go into the tech sector as well. And earnings for stocks so far are up 20% over last year. So there's something behind this market, folks, as companies are making money, no doubt about it. Now, our weekly stock analysis video, remember Corning Glassware? Yeah, that stodgy old company, well, up in mid-state New York. Well, money is now coming in from both Meta and NVIDIA, and Corning is up 326% in just 1 year, and it's up over 120% year to date. But the question is, can it keep going? Because NVIDIA and Meta came in and they said, we want those fiber optics that you guys are making out there, because copper is on the way out and fiber optics are in the way in. So that's with Corning up that much that fast, and it's got all orders from Meta and NVIDIA for a long time coming. Is it all priced in? That's the question. In our ETF video, well, our top stocks in the tech ETF are up over 30% year to date. So, hey, that's not so bad. Not bad for just a little over 4 months, folks. All right, let's look at Corning Run. And this, can you believe this chart? This is just a 1 year chart, and this is what a 300% move looks like. Yeah, started all the way down here, and it was barely keeping pace with the S&P 500 for a long time. And then you can see in here where it shot up, and then it was rising nicely, and that's kind of after Meta came in, and then all of a sudden it started topping out, and then NVIDIA came in, and we kind of think that maybe a little news was leaked out a little bit early, because boy oh boy, it shot up really, really fast, and it was on its way up actually off of that 50-day moving average right in here. And then NVIDIA came out with the news, or Corning came, I don't know who came out with the news first, but it was NVIDIA and Corning all the way. And look where it is now. This is crazy, absolutely crazy. And let's look at the S&P. S&P is up almost 8% this year. The only problem is that the QQQs, the NASDAQ 100, is up double that this year. So now you know where the money's going. It's going into the semiconductors, and it's going into the tech industries. Okay, let's look at the S&P 500 and the volatility bands, and you can see the volatility band had turned down a little bit, and then all of a sudden, bam, right back to the top again. So we are really, really booming over. We were talking about 7,000 not that long ago, and boy, that was a tough look. Here's the line. That was a tough road to hoe. And boy, once it broke that 7,000 level, it just kept going. Wow. There were a couple of down days in there. It looked like it was topping out in here for a while. And then all of a sudden, fairly decent news came out of the Middle East, and then shot right up again. So where we were worried about 7,000 and looking for a retest of that 7,000, which we haven't gotten. So yeah, we're looking at that gap down there. It's going to take a long time for that market to come down and fill that gap, unless something drastic happens. But right now, the market is saying, I like it up here. And the SPYs are up. We're not even talking about puts right now. So we didn't roll anything over yet. And these will expire next week already. And we'll see if we can buy some puts really, really cheap. And these puts are up, 12 or 13 points for this week, this past week. And as we go to the QQQs, up about 15, 16 points for the week. So doing very, very nice. And any puts we buy way down here are going to be very, very cheap. But we just might bring some of the puts up. We'll look at the prices next week, and then we'll worry about it. But right now, let's go to the beach. Let's forget about the market. Everybody's made a few bucks if you're in the market. And so take your mind off it. Be with your family. Be with your friends. Go out there. Be nice and calm. Stay healthy. Most of all, stay safe. And folks, we'll see you back here in a couple of days.